He once heard the saying that Tambiana's rail travel tour is the silk that connects pearls. Following this silk, you can experience the charming wonders of this country.
さっき路線図を確認してみたけど、列車が最初に止まる駅はザンテア城だってさ。どう？そのままザンテアリゾートをゆっくり回ってみない？旅も初日だし、体力は温存しといた方がいいよね。
Sure, I read in the brochure that the resort has a huge folk workshop. Wanna try wood carving?
行ってみたい？じゃあとことん付き合ってあげるよ。
You two excitedly discuss your travel plans. At the rail platform, other tourists are as equally excited for their wonderful trips to start. Speaking of this trip, it was because of Marius.
そういえばお姉さんって今長期休暇中だったよね。これからって何か予定とか入ってたりする？
Haven't thought of any for now. I'll get back to you after a few days of good lazing and sleeping.
そっか。なら気が済むまで寝たら、俺と一緒にタブアネを一周する鉄道の旅に出かけない？このパックス社長が直々に用意した5日間の贅沢な無計画旅行なんだけど。
Tabiana, isn't this a bit sudden? The name leaves you perplexed. You've only seen it in geography books. Tabiana is a small, developing country located in the tropics near the equator. The natural scenery is absolutely magnificent. You don't understand why Marius would pick such a remote destination.
仕事だよ仕事。パックスはそこで熱帯雨林の再生プロジェクトを立ち上げたから、その視察にね。けど、せっかくならあんたを誘って、少しくらい観光でもできたらなって思ってさ。
Oh, I see. Let me think about it.
はい？千載一遇のチャンスだよ。考えとかなくていいから、もう行っちゃおうよ。明日には迎えに行くからさ。ね。
I don't know why that made me laugh. He went like, hi? Marius moves quick. The next day, you two boarded a private jet to Tambiana. You directly transferred from the plane to the rail trip station. He planned everything out perfectly. Just like he said, it is a comfortable yet exciting journey. By the way, you told me on the phone, you're here for a rainforest project?
そうそう。パックスは今の熱帯雨林に自然保護区を設置しようと考えてるんだ。ついでに、オウムテールの花についても研究しようかなって。
Parrot flowers?
ああ、保護区の設置前に下調べをしたとき、うちの担当者がたまたま見つけた植物で、どうやら希少な薬用植物の一種らしいんだ。
Sounds like one of those curative herbs you hear people talking about.
そうかもね。実は詳しい話は俺もまだ聞いてないんだ。暫定ア城に着いたらすぐプロジェクトの担当者に聞いてみるとしよう。
Pax even has employees in Shanya?
そうだよ。その担当者がまさに今日暫定ア城に出勤予定だったうちの従業員だからね。ついでにプロジェクトの進捗を聞いておこうってわけ。
The corner of Marius's mouth raises, and his eyes also sparkle with a grin.
仕事の話はこのくらいにして、列車での楽しいランチタイムをどう過ごすか、今から考えよっか。車内にはタブアネのご当地グルメや、いろんな料理が出るビュッフェとかもあるみたいだけど、どうする？
Since you're here, you should try some local specialties. However, you remember seeing some of the local cuisine in guidebooks. Roasted rainforest ants, stuffed cicada pupa, grilled scorpions. They certainly have some adventurous options. Are you up to the challenge? You know what? I am always up to the challenge. And I'm pretty sure they'll probably westernize the local specialties in a way that, you know, it won't be that outrageous. Okay, I've decided. I want to try some of Tambiana's specialties. According to the online guide, the black bean and orange rice on the train is excellent. Everyone loves it. Want to order one with me?
それは奇遇だね。実を言うと俺もその料理を勧めたかったんだ。先を越されちゃったね。やっぱり俺たち通じ合ってるのかな。
Why do I feel like the MC's Rose is going to be so annoyed during this trip because of all his teasing? Marius is beaming as if he's very proud with himself. This makes you want to tease him a little. I mean, I think you should, because he teases you all the time. You sure? If it isn't good, you'll regret it.
言うじゃんお姉さん。もちろん後悔なんてしないって。俺は自分の選択には自信と責任を持ってるからね。
Marius' eyebrows arch with his grin. Looking at him, you can nearly smell the sweetness of the orange rice. I can't wait to try it. Following the sound of the whistle, the travel rail slowly arrives at the platform. Why did I do that? Marius stands up and wheels away both of your large suitcases. He winks at you.
それじゃあ行こうか。楽しい列車の旅の始まりだ。
Yeah, coming.
列車限定の黒豆とオレンジのご飯。一口食べてみない？
Why did I hate when I have to do exclamation points? Like, I have to look through that. Well, I have all this stuff to do. Oh boy. I don't mind using my energy drinks, honestly, because, you know, I could just... Let's just do it. I don't care. Oh god. Yeah. There we go. This is much better. At least it got easier. Wait, already? When the train arrives in Shania, you follow Marius to explore the resort. As soon as you two enter the resort entertainment area, you spot a young man dressed in traditional Tabiana attire, waving at you from a far distance away. It must be the guy who's supervising this. The young man greets you warmly. That name sounds more local than any other names I've seen. Nice to meet you. Oh wait, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, okay, so he's got it. hope they can grow more of those. Right. You were so absorbed in the conversation that you nearly forgot the reason you're here. Accompanied by Akka, you and Marius stroll along the main road in Shanya's commercial business district all the way to the beach. The warm sunshine accompanied by the sound of waves can almost make one believe that they're vacationing by the sea. I didn't know that Shanya had such a pretty beach. Oh wait, I wasn't supposed to... Oh, whatever. Because I'm trying not to talk too much. Akka passionately introduces Shanya's popular destination to you, just like a tour guide. Oh, we're questioning him again. That coconut fried shrimp sounds pretty good. Ah. He patiently describes the various attractions in the resort. You're dying with anticipation. As you are chatting, Akka's phone suddenly it vibrates. He turns around to answer it. A few minutes later, he hangs up and looks at you two with a conflicted expression. After bidding the project manager farewell, you and Marius visit the resort. You two take a walk in the resort's rainforest ecological park to catch a glimpse of what the rainforest will have to offer. The actual rainforest must be even more beautiful, huh?
そうだろうね。今の熱帯雨林はタブアネの緑の真珠と呼ばれるほどタブアネでは一番美しい場所らしいから。それももうすぐ自分の目で確かめられるよ。
I've been wanting to ask, is PAX technology substantially connected to the Tabiana Rainforest Reserve project?
お、どうしてそんなことを？
You're usually really busy. If it wasn't important, you wouldn't come here personally to inspect things.
なるほどね。まあ、確かに別に俺が来る必要はないんだけど。
So you just wanted to have fun with me.
あんたと一緒に旅行に行けるからね。
Your guess was spot on. Marius, be careful, or else you'll get an earful from the board when you return.
あれ？もしかしてお姉さん、俺のこと心配してくれた？
The way you're saying that, it makes her less worried. Marius's voice is spirited and his eyes twinkle with a hint of mischief. You know how he ticks. He's waiting for you to deny it so he can tease you. You won't let him get his way that easily. Yeah, I'm worried that you'll get spanked by those old guys when you go back. When that happens, don't come crying to me. Eyes wide with surprise, Marius is slack-jawed and fumbling for something to say. After a brief pause of 2 or 3 seconds, he tactically coughs and clears his throat.
明日はマングローブ林も回らないといけないし、今日はもうそろそろ列車に戻ろっか。
It's very rare to see Marius at a complete loss for words. Time permitting, you want to see a few more minutes of that spectacle. But he's right. It really is getting late. Thinking about the schedule tomorrow, you decide to spare him for now. Sure, sounds good. Let's head back. Marius is obviously relieved at hearing your words. His usual smile situates itself back on his face again.
一口食べてみない？
The dense mangrove forest covers a large area. Vivid emerald extends as far as the eye can see. The mangroves are beautiful. Oh wait, I forgot. Marius doesn't talk here. Well, he doesn't have a voice. In the sea of trees, you feel as if you've become one with the crisp air. You grow especially relaxed. It needs thinking. Children have to choose, but adults obviously... Alright. Marius looks very interested for some reason. After the Enchanted Trail and Root Carving Art Museum, you two animatedly head towards the canoeing spot. But before you can get close, a plume of thick smoke bursts into your face from the thickets, causing you to cough. The frick? Why? Mangroves grow by muddy banks in wet environments, so it is not likely that this is a natural fire. It is obvious that someone deliberately set a fire. The grass and shrubs all show signs of fire damage. The further you go, the more suffocating the smoke becomes. In the chaos, you see a group of people gathered together. Some are setting the grass and shrubs on fire with their torches, while others are cutting off branches with axes or clearing debris. Your voice catches their attention. A man steps out to approach you. Huh? As soon as Marius finishes, some of the others begin to shout loudly, or loudly shout. Alright then. The man's tone is very casual, as if cutting down aged tree is as routine as weeding a garden. Unacceptable. You can't give in so easily. After some thought, you decide to say something to stall for time until the staff arrive. Annoyed by your questions, he put down his tools and started to explain. Isn't the paraflower the rare plant that some of Pax's researchers discovered not too long ago? From his expression, Marius is as astonished as you are. However, he quickly changes it to a professional smile. As expected of Marius, his manner and tone perfectly encapsulate the air of an oblivious and simple tourist. The man gradually lets down his guard and becomes more amicable. This is sus. Why does this sound so sus? Still for a long time. Staff should be arriving soon. You secretly tug on Marius' sleeve, hinting that he should stop. Receiving your hint, he turns his head and winks at you. From somewhere close by, you hear the faint sounds of sirens and rolling wheels. Seeing their plan ruin, the people all look very angry. However, their renewed indignation proves futile, as staff and police quickly arrive and bring the situation under control. This incident has come to an end, at least for now. The sky grows dark, and the chaos of the mangrove park slowly quiets down. The burnt smell in the air reminds you of the disaster that this mangrove suffered not long ago. In such an atmosphere, neither of you are in the mood for fun. You two have a quick bite by the river and call it a day. I didn't think today would be so eventful.
だね。結局カヤックのラフティングとかロープウェイ探検はできなかったけど。
In low spirits, Marius draws circles on the ground with a branch. Images of trees being cut down and forests being set on fire appear in your mind. The trickiest part is convincing those cutting down the forest to stop. What if they keep destroying the mangrove park tomorrow?
それに関してはひとまず森の管理人に報告して監視の目を強化してもらうしかないな。
I'm really tired right now. Well, this is what we can do for now.
けど、それもその場しのぎにしかならないだろうな。先住民の彼らにとって森を焼くことは悪ではないだろうから。
I have the same feeling. Maybe in their eyes, we're the bad guys for intervening.
あと、彼らはオウムテールの花畑を持っていて、倉庫にも十分な在庫があると言ってたけど、事前にオウムテールの花の生態を聞かされてなかったら、俺もその話を信じてたかもしれない。
Maybe they really do believe that the flowers they're growing are parrot flowers. Ambiena's economy is still developing, and the gap between the rich and the poor is concerning. Any potential short-term gains from deforestation are heavily outweighed by the long-term effects. Uninhabited deforestation will have a detrimental effect on the environment. If that's the case, then who knows how much of the forest will be destroyed? What should you do? Nice. Any ideas on what to do?
明日は確か列車が今の熱帯雨林の近くに止まるはずだから、その時ついでに先住民の人たちが言ってた花畑でも探してみようか。
True. After all, seeing is believing. Only when we understand the details can we think of a solution. Let's see when we arrive at the rainforest tomorrow. After a long and complicated day, night finally falls on the Imana rainforest. A bonfire is lit in the rainforest. Far from all the noise, the ember sparks and hum of insects impart a campfire mood upon the surrounding area. You sit by the bonfire with Marius to talk about what you experienced during the day. This whole thing just seems to be a massive misunderstanding. Wait, did I just see a mistake? The allure of a quick buck has led people to chop down the rainforest. The long-term repercussions.
ほんと呆れたよ。
Cutting down trees and damaging the rainforest is bad for the environment. But at the same time, you can also understand what's driving people to do so. They just want to earn money to improve their own quality of living. However, rainforests are a finite resource. They won't last forever.
今回は彼らを止めることができたけど、この次やその次まで止められるとは限らない。この問題を根本的に解決しなければ何も変わらないんだ。
I understand. You completely understand what Marius is trying to say, but I want to do something to help them.
そんなに眉をしかめないでよ。大丈夫。ここには俺がいるんだから。
So you're gonna have them work for your ecological park thing, right? Right? No, I don't know. Marius caresses your forehead. The warmth from his fingers radiate onto your skin. Stunned, you look up, your eyes meeting his.
お金で解決できる問題は問題のうちに入らないって辞書にもそう書いてあるでしょ。だからさ、彼らに他のお金を稼げる方法を教えてあげればいいんだよ。
His silliness dispels the apprehension you were harboring within your heart. Where'd you find this kind of calendar?
それはもちろん、泉家に代々受け継がれてきた辞書だよ。
That sounds like bullshit.
話がそれたけど、俺が考えた解決策を話すね。明日、列車はナポジャングル駅に止まる。パックスが出資している生物学研究所はその近辺にあるんだ。まずはその不思議なオウムテールの花とやらを拝みに行って、その薬用価値や経済価値がどれくらいなのかを確認する。もし本当に不思議な力が宿っているなら、みんなを集めて一緒に栽培してみるのも悪くない。
You mean combining science with local knowledge to increase sustainability and profitability? You have a rough idea of what Marius is saying. Yes, if executed correctly, you might be able to find a way to increase local profits without further damaging the environment. It shouldn't be hard for PAX to establish a supply chain for mass-producing plants. Marius, you're amazing. Marius doesn't respond. Uncharacteristically, he shakes his head with extreme caution.
これはまだ構想に過ぎないから、それに成功するとも限らない。だからその褒め言葉はしばらくお預けだね。すべて終わって何もかもうまくいったら、その時はとことん褒めてね、お姉。
Yeah, One-san. One-chan or whatever. One-san is what he says. God. He winks at you. Moonlight shines through the dense rainforest, canopy and illuminates his face, which flickers with the swaying of the box above. Sorry, my throat is feeling a little weird right now. From his handsome features, you can see the strength of his determination and calmness. At the Napo Jungle Station, you get off the train with Marius and walk along a path towards the Biological Research Station on the outskirts of the jungle. After walking for 10 minutes, you see a woman dressed in outdoor gear waving at you. Oh, when did Marius say that? As your confusion grows, you see him smirking proudly beside you. On the way to the biological research station, Layla passionately talks to you two. Sour drink. You said like what the main character did, I mean. Pork belly. Tastes so good. I know it was something else, but I was just mentioning that pork belly just tastes really good. That's all. Accompanied by Layla, you arrive at the biological research station at the edge of the Napo jungle. The PAX Technology logo on the sign in front of the station makes you feel like you're back in Stellus. In the experimental area behind the biological research station, you two finally see the famous parrot flower. These are parrot flowers? Oh, wait. The soft soil is dotted with green, sparsely spread seedlings have appeared to have recently sprouted. No matter how you look at it, it's very different from the rare flower in your imagination. Regardless of Layla's affirmative reply, you still can't help but ask questions. Growth support. You recall the project that Marius mentioned yesterday, and your curiosity's piqued again. As you're about to ask Marius about the project, suddenly a noise comes from the outside of the research station. Oh. Even after being driven away several times, these people have unexpectedly returned to the Napo jungle again. Marius nods and throws you a reassuring smile.
その話は本当か？本物のオウムテールの花、その栽培方法をあなたたちが教えてくれるのか？
After hearing Marius's proposal to help with cultivating parrot flowers, the local grows quiet. Or locals. They suspiciously scrutinize you two who come from beyond the rainforest. They seem to be trying to understand your reason for proposing such a plan.
本当ですよ。どうして騙す必要が？
信じられるわけがないだろう。よそ者のあなたたちが急に助けるだなんて言い出して。
Well, actually, they don't know that he's in charge of this whole operation.
本来なら環境保護とか生態系のバランスとかの理屈を並べないといけないんだけど、今日はそれらを割愛して大事なことを一つだけ伝えておきます。お金を稼いで暮らしを豊かにするのは悪いことではありません。ですが、その方法を間違えてはいけない。
The villagers go quiet. The previous speaker stares intently at Marius.
それで俺たちにどうしろって言うんだ。
生物学研究所の指揮のもと、オウムテールの花の栽培方法を学んでもらいたい。それだけですよ。花の収穫で収益が生まれたら、あなたたちの暮らしもきっと次第に良くなると思います。
The villagers gather and discuss things in the local language for quite some time. Things should be alright. After some time, the previous speaker steps forward, seemingly ready to address you.
今回はあなたたちを信じてみます。
そうですか。わかりました。では今後の方針について研究所のスタッフの方から説明があると思いますので、よろしくお願いいたします。
The villagers nod in approval to what Marius said. We did it! While the researcher begins discussions with the locals, Marius tugs your sleeve and looks you in the eye.
お姉さんお姉さん、どうだった？俺の解決策。
Really? Really, Marius? It's great. I didn't expect you to solve things so perfectly.
でしょ？それじゃ、預けておいたご褒美、倍にして返してくれるかな？
Sure. Reward? Does he mean your unfinished compliment from last night? Yeah, I have new respect. I can't even say it correctly because Oh god. Yeah, I have newfound respect for you.
なんか、全然気持ちこもってなくない？誠意みたいなものを感じないんだけど。すっごい頑張ったんだから、もう少し魅力的なご褒美があってもいいじゃん。
Marius puts on a sulking expression and his classic puppy dog eyes. You know that he's intentionally doing this as a joke. You can't help but feel for him just a little. Let's be pragmatic. After we return, I'll take you out for a dinner, a movie, and a games.
なんか投げやりになってない？俺が決めていいならさ、焼きありソースの魚フライってやつを食べてみたいんだけど、どうかな？
Sure. Wait, grilled what now?
焼きありソースの魚フライだよ。ここのおすすめ料理らしいんだけど。
Marius looks very eager as he repeats his words seriously. He's not messing with you, is he? That's all you want?
冗談なんかじゃないよ。一度くらいは食べておかないと熱帯雨林に来たって感じがしないでしょ？確か味付けのソースは ナポジャングルにのみ生息する野生アリを使ってるんだっけ？味は生姜とレモングラスによく似てるらしいから、そこにピラルクーの肉が合わさればきっと美味しいと思うんだよね。お姉さん、一度くらい付き合ってくれない？
No, thank you. Not me personally. Looks like we're in this together. I would refuse. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. The train arrives at the final stop of the journey, the Rainforest Reserve. After resolving the interpersonal conflict, you feel as if a weight has been lifted off your shoulders. You can finally immerse yourself in the tranquility of the rainforest and enjoy the comforts of its natural beauty. It's too low. Hold on. There we go. I should probably put the music up more next time, but oh well. 400 kinds of rare plants. Marius introduces the reserve as the two of you walk. He seems to be very familiar with this place, like he's been here before, probably as a, you know, the president of the business, of the corporation, rather. Wait, we're asking him a question? Huh. He's our tour guide, okay. Ah, I see. I wonder how they can afford all this. Like, I don't know. Oh well, you had thought that PAX invested in the nature reserve on a whim. That has been in the works for a long time. It appears that PAX will be heavily involved with the nature reserve and rainforest development project for the next several years. I'm guessing they're getting like tax returns from this or something? I guess. I don't know. I don't know much about corporation and business, how business works a lot of times, obviously. I'm just a normal person. Well, then again, I guess they are getting like a little bit back after they open the reserve up for, you know, tourists and visitors. So it's pretty much an investment. What are we, a reporter now? The corners of his lips curve up charmingly. Is that how you see it, Rosa? Is that how you see it? Why does this sound like a reporter instead of a normal tourist? Following Marius' footsteps, you walk from the natural scenic spot to the rainforest project area. Oh. Okay. As soon as he sees the staff member, Marius winks at you. Did he specifically bring you here so that your questions can be answered by a staff member? You actually had just wanted to tease him a little. You didn't think he'd take things to heart. Oh gosh. Sure, we'll go with butterflies, yep. When you had entered the rainforest reserve, you had noticed some beautifully blue butterflies on a tree trunk. You mean beautiful blue butterflies? Okay. You finally found a chance to ask about them. You show the photos on your phone to the staff member. In the photo, some small black monkeys are sitting in the row on a tree branch. Their round eyes curiously focus on humans trekking through the rainforest. Spider monkeys, got it. As time goes by, there are more and more things you want to understand. The staff members' passionate and patient explanations keep you captivated. You don't know how many questions you've asked or how long you've been talking about the rainforest with them. You feel like there are so many things about this rainforest and this land waiting to be explored and discovered. After bidding farewell to the staff in the Rainforest Project area, Marius quickly takes you into the depths of the forest. The dense vegetation gradually isolates you from external noise. In the silence, you feel like there is nothing in the world but the sound of your and Marius' footsteps. Where are we going?
森の奥にある保護区だよ。
Huh? Isn't this all part of the reserve?
ここは研究員たちが研究をするための保護区で、今向かってるのはまた別の。そこは保護区の中でも機密性の高い
Oopsies.
特別なエリアなのさ。
Marius sounds like he's presenting some sort of treasure. His voice carries excitement and pride. If your intuition is correct, there must be some sort of surprise waiting for you in the reserve he mentioned. Thinking of this, you become excited with anticipation. I'm looking forward to it. In the depths of the rainforest, the vegetation and bogs simultaneously opens up like curtains. A true experimental growing reserve comes into view. A splendid colorful tree is in bloom. Its light and purple-pink petals resemble parrots, perching on the branches with their wings outspread. A miracle of nature manifests into reality in front of you.
ほら、これが本物のオウムテールの花だよ。綺麗でしょ。
They deserve their name. They're gorgeous. From a distance, you carefully observe the parrot flowers from different angles, being sure to take in all their details.
でも残念ながら、今はこの一株しかないんだ。栽培技術が確立できたら、こいつをウリンの外に、世界中に飛び立たせてやりたい。もちろん、ここの風景や文化なんかも一緒にね。
The rainforest is a treasure trove, rich in resource. In the past, people only plundered from it. What Marius wants to do is the exact opposite. He wants people from all over to better understand it so they can invest resources into such a hidden gem. His ideas are creative and fresh. Maybe this is part of Marius' personal charm. Can I take some pictures as a souvenir?
いいよ。好きなだけ撮っておきな。
You take up your camera and start adjusting your shooting angle. It's hard enough to focus inside the rainforest due to the dim lighting, let alone with Marius messing with you. Stop it! You're blocking the light!
はいはい。邪魔者はあっちで写真でも撮ってますよ。
Out of the corner of your eye, you see Marius walking to the other side. He's pointing something directly at you. He wants to take a picture of you. As if you'll let him. You quickly get up and aim your camera at Marius before he can react. Marius, smile! Let's see if I can find the shake. There we go. Oh. Gotta do some more? His camera poised and ready to shoot, his handsomely sharp features tinged with surprise. A single shot captures it all. What a nice shot. Definitely keeping it.
ちょっと今何撮ったの
You're the one who took a photo. Marius goes around the tree and looks at the photo you took. Helped it. Oh god. Look, I caught you in the middle of your crime.
お姉さん、ちょっと卑怯じゃない証拠も何も、これじゃお姉さんが俺を盗撮してるだけじゃん。
As if I took the high ground.
そんな言い訳聞かないし、俺も取り返してやる。
Marius takes the camera from your hand and stands at a distance away from you and the pear flowers.
それじゃあお姉さん、こっちを向いてもらえますか
From the other side of the flowering tree, he holds up the camera and does a little wiggle, copying the words you had just said to him.
ほら、笑って。撮るよ。はい、チーズ。
Cheese. He looks at you with ardent passion. The dazzling light in the bright eyes draws you in. After being dumbstruck by such a brilliant moment, you laughed out loud with him.